We back. Hopefully topping off the night. This the ending with a boxing video. Hopefully this the last of the Mohegans. We're gonna top it off with some Roman Chocolito super flyweight talk. And we back with the boxing clinic. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. Spitting that real factual boxing-ish. Never hating, never perpetrating, just keeping it moving. And apparently Román González has chosen to continue his career at super flyweight. We got some more shocking revelations on his future plans. But, HBO was trying to stage another super flyweight card like they did this year, which was a hit. It didn't do $1 million on HBO, but shit, we all enjoyed that. And a lot of people, it's hard for them to get into the smaller guys fighting, like the paperweights, the flyweights, and stuff like that, junior bantamweights. But we all got into that, and that was a hell of a card. And now Chocolito, he don't want to retire. He thought about retiring after that knockout loss. Said his kids needed him, but he gonna step back in the ring. Choosing this guy, Kal, I guess his name, Kalyafai, out of the UK. I believe he's with Eddie Hearn's Matchroom, and HBO was turning to Eddie Hearn to make it happen and fill the void that Bob Arum and Top Rank left. And we always gonna wonder what HBO was gonna do. Was they gonna fail? Because AT&T is about to acquire HBO from Time Warner, so we always gonna wonder, was they gonna fold or get out of boxing completely? And they chose to go to Eddie Hearn and work back with Al Heyman a little bit. And Eddie Hearn is now making a promotional movement to the USA and trying to take over the whole world. And he's a smart guy to do it. And this guy got a fight coming up October 28th. He's the WBA junior bantamweight or super flyweight champion, one and the same. And hopefully Eddie Hearn is trying to hash out a deal for him to be showcased on that super flyweight card once again in the number 2. And Román González, said he won his belt. Said his promoter thinks that's a good fight for him versus this guy from the UK, Kal, who's 22-0 with 14 knockouts. And I think this guy's the WBA champion, it said in the article. And Eddie Hearn is looking for his guy to make a statement. What better else to make a statement on a guy who people had topping the WBA, topping the pound-for-pound list in Gonzalez, coming off a knockout loss. They feel that this guy's ready. He could take advantage of that. And, be an interesting fight. I haven't seen this guy fight. I'd be interested to turn on the film and see how dope he is or how good he is. Or, if he's a hype job, he's a world champion, so he got to have some juice. But, Gonzalez wanted to hop back in there with another undefeated guy who got some knockouts on his resume as well. I thought he would try to squeeze back down in weight. Maybe that's not possible. But he says after he gets this title, he's considering moving up again. He says after he gets this title, he wants to move up again. And I thought this weight class was one weight class too high for him. He brought that one guy from Hawaii, whoever the guy with the quick feet. He looked good. When I first seen him, he moving his hand, he looked quick, powerful. He got up here. He didn't look as powerful as, he didn't look as powerful as he did at the weight class beneath it. And, I think moving up again would be a big mistake. But maybe he can't move back down, and that must be the play. They asked him about a rematch with Sorg, who he just got knocked out to and lost a decision to Madison Garden back in March. He said he discarded it. He wasn't interested in rematching him. I think that's the right move. Maybe that guy just got his number. But the guy he fought before that, lumped him up pretty good. It was a Karatis. Lumped him up. His face was looking lumped up. We thought he was going to adjust to the weight class. He just didn't. And him talking about moving up once again, I think it's just not good now, healthy for him. And you can't teach an old dog new tricks, man. He's going to have to get back to boxing, moving on the outside, or he's going to have to be aggressive and learn some defense and slip and be aggressive and slip and have that head movement and maybe put that peekaboo guard up and be Mike Tyson-esque. That's an adjustment that I think he can make. But him trying to box and stay on the outside and pepper guys and move, you could tell he's not disciplined in that. He's an action guy, so I think it's best for him to tighten the guard up, make him slip his head and move, and especially if he's gonna move up in weight, man. So I see how he does and how the comeback is versus this guy Kal. This guy's an undefeated champion, so if he beats him and Chocolito gets his confidence back, I would love to see him just stay there for a minute. If not, you want to move up, man, keep challenging yourself, young dog. You can do anything you put your mind to. But he said he wanted to show down with Inoue if he had to beat Sorek. There'd been a big unification bout in Japan, but he didn't win. Now that's over. But just a brief update. We gone.